Welcome to the Modern Eco Village. We are building a community in the south of Spain for 500 households, a complete community focused on health, sustainability, and community interaction. Our goal is to create a green oasis where we can upgrade different aspects of our lives, get closer to nature while keeping the modern comfort and technology. So listen up.
Hi, my name is Belinda. This is my husband Iancu, and we are the founders of the Modern Eco Village. So tell me, what is the Modern Eco Village?
The Modern Eco Village, or the MAV as we call it, it's a community for 500 families in a beautiful green valley in southern Spain by the lake. One of the best climates in the world.
Currently under construction.
Under construction.
So what would you say the main features of the MAV is?
The main features of the Modern Eco Village would be safety, sustainability, community, obviously, because it's a community project, modern comfort, the technology that we use for the houses and facilities and all that, an internal economy, job creation. I think we pretty much thought of everything. Don't you think?
So too. Should we talk a little bit about these features?
Yes. Well, let's start with the community, because this is the biggest feature. This is the core of our village, the community.
What is community to you?
To me, actually, community is everything. It's not only the social aspect and the social interaction that we all need so much, and that's the one that we miss in big cities. I mean, we live surrounded by so many people, but we don't know anyone. So the social aspect is really important. Having a community that they help each other and they have the same goals in life and all that. So living in a community, it means also safety. It means you're seen and be seen, basically.
Seen and be seen, that's my favorites.
But it's all the functions that come out of community that makes life perfect.
All the possibilities.
All the possibilities, yeah. For example, the internal economy, having the community, trading services and local products becomes a reality. And the way you're getting help from your neighbor rather than calling social services or whatever, just stupid example maybe, but community helps each other.
Yeah. It's also like for the village in its whole, it is a community project, but also for the individuals, how your private life is going to be very different. No, that's not for you, Frankie. It's going to be very different because of the community aspect of it. It's everything from helping each other out with dinners and, watching each other's kids and animals and gardens and not having to do everything by yourself. I remember when I started growing vegetables, I thought it was so consuming, but some days I had help from some friends, and that's what was one of the things that made me realize that I would like to live in a community, because you just don't have to carry the weight of the world alone. You're there together with other people. So it's one of the things that I'm mostly excited about is the community, but also the safety.
Also the sustainable aspect doesn't work without community. The safety aspect doesn't work without community. Like the community is the thing that glues everything together, I think. Yeah.
Talk about the sustainability, because we've laughed about that a few times, because when we first thought about this project, we thought about sustainability, but we thought about it like this much. Like we thought that this little part was sustainability, but now it's so much bigger than how we thought about it in the beginning.
Well, there's so many aspects where it can be sustainable, but at the core, the Modern Eco Village is sustainable. The way that we build the houses, for example, that's sustainable. We only hire local contractors and local source materials, non-toxic materials and EMF-free and all that. We're gonna get into that later, but it is sustainable. It is local. It is local people working for this project, and we mostly hire within the community. So again, it's like super sustainable. 99% of our employees are members of our community, and all the jobs being created there that will be mostly taken by members of the community. So it is sustainable like that. From economic perspective, it's sustainable. From a house building perspective, it's sustainable because we have our own energy. All the houses come with enough solar panels to cover the entire need for energy, and the community, obviously. We have our own food. We put so much focus into the gardens to have enough organic superfood to feed the entire village. That's a fantastic sustainable aspect of this community. There's probably many more. I just can't think of everything.
Well, we are creating all of the tools for the individuals, for the people who's going to live in the MEV, and then it is up to each and every one which of these tools you want to implement in your life. And we are building a modern eco village. We're not building a pure eco village. It's not, we're not going to come together and only wear linen clothes and build huts in the Amazon. It is a modern eco village. So you can choose how sustainable you want to be as well. And I think that's a very nice thing, because when you think about an eco village, I think that a lot of people automatically assume that everybody's already health nuts, everybody's already super sustainable, they only eat ecological, and they never use Wi-Fi, and all of these things. But that's not
sing Kumbaya by the fire.
Yes, well, I would love to sing Kumbaya by the fire, but that's not the case for the modern eco village. When I look at we have a vast diversity of the members that are already joined. And when I look at them, everybody is so different. And some people are more interested and have more experience in living in a sustainable way than others. But I like that we give people the opportunity to live a little bit better. Take you and me, for example. We don't eat purely ecological. We don't live fully sustainable. This is why we're building the MEV, so that it's way easier for us to live the way that we always wanted to live. And I would
it's just
say,
not easy.
Exactly, it's very, very difficult to eat.
Everyday modern life is really difficult.
Exactly. It's super, super difficult. And I see that in a lot of people. And so we are giving everybody the tools, and then you can choose how you want to live. Like some people want to live fully sustainable, 100%, and that's amazing. Some people want to live like 95 sustainable, but they still want to use Head and Shoulders. Some people want to have a pool, like you can actually choose. So we will give you the tools to live as sustainable and as eco as you want. And then obviously we do have
there
limitations.
There will be some community guidelines and all
exactly,
of that.
all of that. But you don't have to have years of experience of growing your own food and not going to the shop and only wearing linen clothes. There's room for everybody. And I actually think that makes it more sustainable in the long run, because we do see a trend of a lot of people visiting. I would say they're dating the eco lifestyle, but it's too strict. So a lot of them fall away from it again, and then they move back to the cities, which are highly unsustainable. So in the long run, not being fully sustainable is maybe the most sustainable thing you can do.
Yeah. I see what you're getting at. Again, we cannot control people. We can build this perfect place that we imagined for 2 years ago. I mean, the reason we're doing this podcast now is because 2 years has passed since we first posted about this idea of ours, and the concept is exactly the same. It's just more detailed now.
Yeah.
We know the how to. That to me is really important.
Yeah.
Because 2 years ago we were just blasting out, what if we had a place that imagine if but now it's a reality.
Yeah,
and
now it's a
we're
reality.
actually building it, so it's.
And the MEV in itself is sustainable. The only thing that we cannot control is all of the people that are coming in. We can only provide everybody with the tools.
We do have interviews and all of that, so we know that most people joining the MEV, they have the same vision as we do, and we all working towards that vision, and they do affect the vision. Actually, all the members that we have now, like 150 something members, they do have their own ideas. We have all these groups where we talk about everything that happens in the MEV. So all the future changes that we're making based on what the members want. And it's a beautiful concept like that.
Speaking of, it was because of one of the members that we are so that we care so much about safety. So tell us a little bit about what is safety in the MEV.
Well, that was an important issue from the beginning. Again, we didn't know at the time what it really meant, but now we know so much more of what safety means to us today. And it's not only safety from intruders. Yes, it will be a close community, fenced in, anti-crime fence and perimeter surveillance. So we will know what happens outside of the MEV. We won't have any surveillance in the MEV, but the fence and the perimeter will be modernly guarded, I guess. And the community can help monitor this system. So again, the community comes in play here, because people can just volunteer to have a shift to monitor the perimeter cameras, for example. Having so many adults, if you just take one shift every 3 years, that means the village is surveilled 24/7. with no extra cost. That's why we're doing this, so we can keep the community costs down. So yeah, that's one aspect of safety, safety from intruders and all that. So when I was a kid, I left home and didn't close the main door at my grandmother's house in the village, and that was okay.
Yeah,
she never closed the door.
I never closed or locked
Yeah.
the doors growing up.
Yeah.
And
So
that's,
I want to experience that again.
that's exactly what I want to experience. I want the people with kids to be able to open the doors and have the kids run free, and you don't have to worry if you don't see them for 6 hours. They'll come back for dinner or when they're hungry because they're safe. And
We're having a car-free village. Kids can just run free. Animals can run free. People can just enjoy a beautiful walk. And I just didn't imagine this place being a big parking lot where everybody drives their cars, electric or not, it doesn't matter.
No, exactly. And the fact that we have a car-free village goes straight over to the health aspect, because a lot of the
safety
health,
and
exactly.
I mean, it's all combined,
It is, yeah.
Another big, not to deviate so much from the safety aspect. Another aspect of the safety is being sustainable and having our own food, having our own energy. Like no matter what happens on the outside, we're good. Like if prices shoot up, like food prices and energy prices, or we had a blackout not so long over here, and entire Spain went into panic mode.
Yeah.
The MAV won't be affected at all.
We won't be affected
because we
if
are
there's
100% sustainable on energy.
We won't be affected if there's a blackout. We won't be affected if there's a forest fire. We won't be affected if there, God forbid, would be a flood, which has never happened ever in the area. We live we're building in the mountains, and everything is, in a slope downward, and we have a dam, like a lake with a dam. So it would never happen, but we have to say the words just in case some people wonder.
So it's safety from natural catastrophes, safety from political shenanigans and things that might happen on the outside economy, safety from failing economy, safety from anything you can think of.
And if you've seen our other podcast where we talk in depth about the show house and how the houses in general are being built, you also know that you're completely safe from mold, that cannot appear in our homes, and which is a huge issue for a lot of houses in Europe. And also fire, we're building in the way that they don't burn. So the safety aspect is really very vast. It's something that I'm super, super proud of.
Absolutely. And another safety feature would be the internal economy that we're putting together with John from Norway. It's just I think it's such a cool thing being able to trade services and products made in the MAV in an internal lab, not being regulated by anything other than our own.
We should probably do an episode on only this, because it is
it's definitely coming. It's the coolest thing. But a lot of people love this feature, and we're working really hard to make it work and to fix the issues of, pegging it to the euro or not, or what happens to the credits being transferred into euros afterwards, or the other way around. Yeah.
It's going to be a huge difference for the people, because one of the reasons why we're implementing this is that we know very well how hard it is when your monthly expenses are so hard on you that you cannot live life to the fullest. We know how difficult it is when electricity is so expensive that you can't do Christmas presents. We know how difficult it is when you don't have enough money to go around and to live the life that you want to live. Yeah. And the MEV is being built with all of the features that you should want on a daily basis, so that you don't have to go out to get them. If you want to go to the spa or to the gym or to a cafe or to a restaurant or to your hairdresser or massage,
I understand, but that's the economical safety that we're talking about.
Yes, exactly.
Having all energy, food, and services inside of the map.
Exactly.
100% sustainable, 100% available to all of us, and the internal economy to support it.
Yeah, because that's why the internal economy is so important, because it's going to make all of these features way, way, way cheaper for you. So you don't have to go out.
They won't cost money. Yeah.
No, exactly. So can you imagine a life? It's very difficult to actually grasp that, because of the way we're going to do the economy. You can live so fully. You can go to the cafe, to the spa, to the hair. You can do you're so free to live like a dream life. And also you're not going to have cost on electricity because everything is solar and stuff like that. So it is really truly a different way of living.
It's a different way of living. I mean, we were inspired initially by the blue zones and slow living, and I think we achieved so much more than that.
I think it's like blue zones on steroids.
Saying it like that, it sounds very cocky, but I think it is truly a very special project, and everyone that joins our project, they feel the same.
Yeah, but speaking of the blue zones, because that was a huge inspiration to us, especially for the health sector.
The health aspect, yeah. Let's talk about the health.
Let's talk about the health sector, because the blue zones, if people don't know, is areas in the world where it seems like everybody living in that area, they're living until they're past 100. So there's been done a lot of studies on this to find what are the common denominators between these places that are scattered all across the world. And they did see a lot of things, like, for example, people walk a lot. They don't just go to the gym. They walk a lot. They go uphill. They go downhill. It's a lot of uneven steps during a day. They have a community. They do life together. Obviously, not all the time. You also need privacy. But you come together to sing, to dance, to cook, to eat, to walk, to move, to be in nature together. And they have ecological food grown from earth. So it's more to it than this. But we have taken these features and turned it into the MEV to make sure that MEV is going to be a very healthy life for you, just existing there, just walking around in your garden, walking to and from a cafe. Everything is going to be very, very beneficial for your long-term health. But in addition to that, the reason I said it's like blue zones on steroid is that we also have the health clinic that lots of the blue zones don't have, and we're very proud about.
The clinic is a fantastic project, and the people that we have involved in the clinic, such as Jan Torbjörn and Lauren, and I mean, it is one of the top clinics of its kind, of these holistic clinics in the world. Looking around us, we see quite a few popping here and there, but it's pretty well thought through, and the range of services that we offer there, and the specialists that come into the clinic. I mean, they come as residents first, but they're gonna work in the clinic after. Yeah.
And it's a health clinic that really takes care of the entire human, everything from your feelings to your blood. It's, MDs and also holistic. So it's going to be everything.
Chiropractors.
And we're going to analyze.
Osteopaths. Jan Torbjörn is an osteopath.
Yes.
Actually,
yeah, we have so many. You can, no matter what it is, in which way you need to optimize your health, it's going to be a one-stop for you. So we have the MDs who are going to do all the MD work, and then we have all the holistics, we have the meditations, we have the how you should move your body, what you should eat, only for your nutrition, specified for your gut biome and all of that. So it's going to be truly a game changer doing that.
So the fact that it's a car-free village and you can basically walk everywhere, and so we promote movement, and we promote outdoor activities, and
then again, it's up to you. If you want to take a golf cart instead, you can do that.
But movement, we promote movement. Then we have the food. The gardens are just off the charts. The way we take care of the soil and the health of the plants. These super plants that we're growing in there is probably one of the best foods that
it's
you
really
can eat in the world.
Kind of that we have to call them super plants.
Yeah, I know. It's just. But we are using technology to get closer to nature, not further from it, as opposed to industrialized food production. So we will have very good food, nutritious food that will contribute to the health. I mentioned movement is the clinic there that take care of
and the community that we talked about
the community, like mental health and all of that. So that's and it's the climate as well. I mean, this is one of the best climates in the world. The human body thrives here.
Yes,
I can say that after 20 years of Norway, that my body thrives here. I feel like an 18-year-old.
It's three more very important things for the health aspect. One is the actual location, because you can look long. You can look long and you can see green, and that in itself is incredible. And the other thing,
the views are amazing in the MEV.
Yeah, it is. And oh my gosh, I said 3 things and I've already forgotten 2 and 3.
I know what you were trying to say.
We're talking about health and
it's movement, it's nutrition, it's a community and social interaction, And you said one of the benefits is that you also have the views. You can look long. You can
Yeah. If the other
see
things
green.
pop to me, I'm gonna interrupt you and tell them.
So health is a big feature of the MAV. That's why we're doing all of this.
I remember. No EMF.
Well, we're actually building the houses to have no toxic materials.
We're building the village also.
Yeah, the entire village with no toxic materials and low EMF.
Because that was the third one. It's the fact that the houses are with no mold and no toxic materials. So we have a lot of
no mold goes without saying. It's just nobody builds houses with mold.
No,
but
we're building it with Fermentcell that can.
The Fermentcell is just a very, very small thing in the mold-resistant game. The biggest feature is that we have suspended foundations.
Yeah, so
and
you
that
don't get the humidity.
you don't get the humidity coming through.
Yeah.
So that creates no mold.
Yeah. But a lot of people are very worried about the mold because it's a common problem.
In Spain,
Yeah, it is in Europe in itself, in humid countries. So it's a huge thing for the health benefit of, everybody's going to live in the map, that we can guarantee absolutely no chance of any form of mold. We've had mold in every single house we've lived in. We have mold in the house we live in today. It's a very sad, and it takes so much time to keep it under control.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about modern comfort. That's also a very big feature. I mean, it is an eco village, but it doesn't mean it's a hut in the jungle. The houses are super modern. The comfort of today's world, it's all there. The houses, the facilities, the common areas, and everything is super modern, but it feels close to nature, and that's the ultimate goal, right? To benefit from the modern comfort, but to be indeed close to nature. And how can you be close to nature in a modern house? Well, using non-toxic materials, and the functionality of the house should be built for that type of a lifestyle. For example, you insist so much with a pantry, remember, because it's important to have a pantry when you have so many gardens in the MAV, and we're promoting this lifestyle, so you need a pantry to store and to ferment food, and and the kitchens are actually the soul of the houses. They're very nice kitchens. So the layout of the house is made to take advantage of the amazing views and the gardens and the food making and storing, and I don't know that there's so many. I could talk probably like forever just about the houses and the materials and what
we
tiles,
we have an entire
what tiles we use
podcast
and why,
this, yeah.
and we have an entire podcast about
so
it.
For anybody listening or watching, I do recommend watching that episode, because you're going to get we're talking for a long time only about the house. But let's talk a little bit about the facilities.
Yeah, so we're gonna have schools, kindergartens, shops, clinic, spa, restaurants, basically everything. A lot of people want to start small businesses in the MAV, such as a restaurant or a hairdresser or a cleaning service and all of that. So we will have all the services available there.
And we should also say that we still have a lot of openings here. So if you want to have your own business, if you want to start your own beauty salon or massage studio or cafe or Italian restaurant, I'm just listing all the stuff that I want, then there's an opening for you. So to anybody who wants to live in the MAV and also run their own business there, this is the time to join, because this is when everything is being built.
Exactly.
So yeah, if you want to do those things. Speaking of, this causes a lot of, not causes, that's a bad word, this creates a lot of job opportunities. So what do you do if you were looking for a job in the MAV?
Well, start talking to us, I guess. That's the first step. And if you find that you like this concept and you would like to do something in the MAV, first step is becoming a member and choose your house and get started.
Yep.
We actually took care of the members coming in, both those that came in early and these are coming in late. We're not opening 3 Italian restaurants. We're going to open only one. So it's going to be one person running an Italian restaurant. There won't be a competition there because we want everyone to succeed. So we're only accepting
One of each kind.
one of each kind or a limited amount of whatever people want to do. If there's 20 hairdressers, it will be pretty pointless, right? So we're gonna help the first comers, I guess, to open their businesses and make sure they thrive and they thrive economically as well. I mean, it's very important.
And we're also hiring a lot of local people. And just so it's sad, because we do get an overwhelming amount of email from people saying, can I work in the MEV? We don't do it like that. Per now, we hire first from the members pool because that's the most fair thing. So anybody who's become a member, they were looking into their home and they're going to actually live there and they love the concept, we're going to hire there first. And then when we don't have any more people in our pool from the locals or the members, then we might hire from the outside.
We won't have enough workers from the members pool. That's
no, but
sure.
Also the locals. I also mentioned the locals.
There's a surprising big amount of people that work online or they're running their businesses remotely or whatever. So they don't need jobs or they don't want to necessarily work in the MEV. So then we have a crisis of who's gonna work in there. So that's why we're gonna come up with some rentals, some modestly priced rentals that people can take if they want to work.
But this is further down the line. I just have to specify because our communications team is a little bit overwhelmed because one of the biggest problems of the MEV is that it's very popular and it's difficult for us to handle everybody who's interested. And every single time we talk about job offers, the inboxes are full from people applying. So we will announce it very clearly when we're hiring.
After all the members are signed up and all the jobs from the member pool are done, then we're going to hire from the outside.
Yes. So please don't email us unless you want to live there right now, okay?
Exactly. Yeah. If you want to live and work there, fine.
Yes.
If you only want to work there, then wait.
Yeah. A couple of years or so and we'll announce it when it's ready. Okay, I think that we summed up. I kind of feel like we summed up the MEV pretty nicely. And as well, I do think that we could do like a 24-hour podcast and still not have summed up the MEV well enough. We haven't spoken about the farm. We haven't spoken about the honey. We haven't spoken about the olive oil that we're going to make. We haven't spoken about all of the trees that are living there. We haven't spoken about so many things, how we care for the soil, how we can actually document that our vegetables will have higher nutrition than what you find in the store these days. We haven't spoken about all the beautiful things we're going to do as a community, how the city center, the plaza, everything that we're going to do socially down there. We haven't spoken about the schools. We haven't spoken about the kindergartens. So it's so
every topic in itself, it's a novel. So
it is.
Yeah, but it feels nice just laying it out there so people get a feel of what we're trying to do. Yeah. And of course there are tons of questions. We have answers to a lot of them on our website. There's quite a lot of information there, but it can be misinterpreted. And I still get the questions from members that's been with us for a year now, and they still wonder about some things that they seem very clear to me, but
we're working on it. We've been growing very fast, and anybody who's ever done business know that fast growth is really difficult. So we are constantly growing and we're constantly developing. So just bear with us. It takes a village to do this, and the village is coming together. But if you are interested in the project, please do some research and then book a call with us. You can come to some of our gatherings. We have gatherings every other or every 3 months where we just gather up in Planes.
The 28th of February.
The 28th of February is the next one. And then we have one also in March. And then we have one at the end of July. Yeah. So we have many gatherings lined up where we just come together, we hang out, you get to meet the team, you get to meet other people who have already committed to the MEV, you get to meet people who have not committed to the MEV, you get to go through a presentation where you can answer, you get all your questions answered, and we do like full transparency. So whatever question you have, you'll get it answered. We don't hold back on information.
Actually, we can talk as much as we want about the MEV, but the most important thing is coming down to see it.
Yeah,
because that changes everything. The second you see the plot, you see the roads, you see the show house that we're building now, the common areas, the views, the nature, the feel of the place, that changes everything. it has to be seen.
It has to be seen. It has to be experienced. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bring your kids. Bring your animals. Bring your
join
parents.
our gathering
Yeah.
the 28th of February.
Yeah.
And let's start there.
Let's start there. Okay. You're
Thank you.
welcome.